All right, guys, we're recording. We're recording. We're going to go ahead and kick off for team meeting for Wednesday, November 4th. And we're going to start with Mike.
What's up, everybody?
How's it going?
Hey.
Good afternoon, Mr.
How you guys
Conway.
doing? Great. Cool. So we got a few new faces that I see in here, which is no surprise to every week to do this. So if you're new, raise your hand. Okay, cool. So just the new people, for sake of time, can you tell us who you are and why you're here?
Let's go all the way around the room.
Let's start with Lisa.
Lisa Houlihan. I have been with Conway since July. I was executive assistant on another team and have been a licensed agent for 10 years and have decided to move back into real estate as a primary role.
Awesome. Cool. Albert. Yeah, we're just going to go to everybody. Go.
Let's go around the room, guys.
Albert, been here since August. Full-time real estate agent.
Phone hustler.
Yeah. Phone warrior. Just on it all the time. That's right. Steven?
Stephen Joy, been an agent for going on 3 years, and she likes to eat and have new clothes and things like that, so I have to keep working.
Yeah.
Right?
I thought that was Albert making all that noise.
I've been an agent for about 3 years. I'm getting back into real estate. I joined Brian's team when we first started. Kind of went backwards a little bit, but now.
Oh, you're next.
Sarah Barney.
You're famous.
This is the Sarah Barney.
Yeah.
I've been telling you guys so much about.
Yeah, you've got a big
Dressing up there.
You see me dressing up.
Hey. Back into it, yeah.
I know,
Passing
right?
together.
Yeah.
Thomas DeVore, been licensed for 2.5 years.
Awesome.
Ryan invited me, so I can check it out.
Welcome.
Thank you.
Appreciate it.
Mike Bastia has been licensed for about 6 years. I know Jerry, so he invited me to come check it out.
Cool.
Right on.
My
Welcome.
name's Coleman. I've been licensed for about 2 years, just kind of checking things out as well.
Welcome.
Cool. Scott, been on the team for, what, a month?
4 weeks, I think, but.
It's been too long.
Five
man.
weeks.
Yeah.
I thought it was Scott Tay.
Feels like forever.
But I've been in the business for about 10 years and, yeah, full time. So
Cool.
Dean Tucson, I joined the same day Scott did. And I've been in the business since 2005, been in and out a couple of times, and now I'm back for good.
Right on.
Good.
Can't leave now.
I'm Suzanne, unofficial recruiter for Team Hightower. Unofficial.
Our mascot, I like that.
Oh, I could be a mascot. I'm down with that.
Mascot cheerleader all in one.
We got the suit in the back.
I don't know. No uniform, babe.
We know what suit you got in the back.
I
Yep.
don't even own a suit.
I'm wearing a suit.
This is his dress up outfit.
I'm
Same as mine.
yeah, baby. I'm Ryan Hightower, and I'm honored to be working with you guys. Excited that everybody's here and got some awesome stuff to share tonight.
So I'm Mike Conway, owner and designated broker of Conway Real Estate. And thank you. Wait, that's it? 3 people? I'm totally losing my touch.
Just remember who those 3 people were, Mike.
I'm coming in with a suit. I'm just kidding, that's not happening. Yeah, and like Ryan said, I'm honored to be working with each and every one of you guys too.
Chair Bear?
Jerry Redanon. I've been with Ryan since he started. It's been an awesome ride and awesome learning experience. Learned so much, grown so much. Now my pipeline's full, and I'm also here to help anybody that needs help with conversion, anything. I'm here to help.
He's an awesome dude, you guys. He just is.
Jeff Corbin, Academy Mortgage. Honored to be working with you guys. Been here since the beginning as well.
Awesome.
Mike,
Welcome.
like compadre will be here joining me shortly. So, Johnny,
And my boy.
your boy.
Dan Quinto, I've been with Ryan for about a month. I'm going on a month. I've been a realtor for about a year and 9 months. And I started thinking it wasn't going to happen until I checked up with Ryan. And
This guy's got escrows
smoking.
already. First
Excuse
month.
me. Excuse me.
I have 2 and I have no idea who this woman is.
Pretty sure it was my idea.
I have 1 in escrow and I got another contract back accepted last night. And
Nice.
oh,
Woo! Yeah!
Told you.
Less than a month on the team, right?
Just
I'm
needed somebody to
Amazed and
Poster
honored and
boy.
impressed.
It is just the
Yeah.
drive and ambition you get from this team that makes you get out there and hustle.
Yeah.
Throw me a bone, man.
Huh?
Throw me a bone.
Is anybody easily offended
There you
here?
go.
This woman has.
Suzanne is a
she's
total
also
attention
responsible
whore.
for it as well.
Okay, she's like, give me.
I do know. I just want everybody to know he's being successful and he's here because of me. He was my
The
client.
reason I'm here is because of her. That's true.
Thank you.
She introduced me to Ryan.
My gorgeous girl.
Moving on, Helen.
The reason I'm here is because of Ryan. I've been with Ryan since the beginning, and I'm honored.
It all
to be on
started
the
over
team.
tacos.
It all started over tacos
Fillmore?
at Blanco Tacos.
Yeah,
Up
good
in
call.
Fillmore, yeah.
Funny.
So I've been with them ever since, and I really love the team. I love being a part of it. So you guys,
And every time I
It's a
see her
place to
smile,
laugh.
it makes me smile.
Thanks.
And we
John.
got one more.
let's walk go.
Come on,
John, you're up.
John and Barb too.
Barb too.
Oh, me?
Yeah, go Barb.
I'm Barb. I've been with Ryan for about a month. I was in lending for 20 years and just had enough of it and switched over to real estate. And then I went to one of Ryan's classes,
Which Suzanne organized.
which Suzanne organized. And
Mark
Suzanne
Howard.
introduced me to Ryan.
And told you to try his team because she was about to make a move. And I go, oh, I got just the place for you to go, girl.
And history's been made.
Barb's birthday was yesterday. Happy
Yes, it
birthday.
was.
Happy birthday, Barb!
Here, have birthday candy.
Hey, I know there's more of that.
I know.
You need it.
We got one more lovely
Lisa.
human
Hold on.
being out there. Oh, two. Oh, I missed
Lisa.
Lisa. I'm so
Lisa.
Go ahead.
Two Lisas sitting next to each other.
I'm Lisa Toussaint. I'm Dean's wife, and I am currently working as his assistant. And of course, I do most of his transactions on the MLS and SkySlope, and I need to learn conversion so I can get on board with that. Unfortunately, I had to go out of state for a month, so I'm way behind that.
So she's got some shit to do.
Yeah.
Keep those paychecks rolling in, girl.
So
Get you guys up
ultimately,
to speed.
I'm planning on becoming a
Cool.
Now.
John.
I'm John. I've been with the team for about 2 months. I was just at a rental showing that came up last second.
John's got deals too, man.
John.
John's got escrows.
I have one.
One?
Yeah.
Cool.
That's a deal.
Awesome.
So,
Deal's a deal, a deal.
so I'll speed this up because I always take up too much time with introductions, but I like to, get to know everybody, all the new people and things like that. But so I just wanted to step in, just to talk, I believe you guys are talking about commitments today and things like that, right?
Yep.
Yeah. So, which is one of my favorite topics, because there's everybody talks about goals, right? Like, oh, you got to set goals to achieve goals and get where you want to be and things like that. And there's a difference between goals and commitments, right? Goals are wants and commitments are must-haves. That's the difference. So we can all sit around and say, yeah, I'd like to drive a Maserati. I can't fit it. But someday, who knows? But we might have these goals that are just like, yeah, this is kind of cool. But when you fully commit to something is when it comes to life, right? There's no other exceptions. There's no other paths. There's no plan Bs. There's nothing. It's just you make it happen. And you would be so surprised that once you make commitments, how things just really open up and become so much easier than what you thought it was. There's a saying that I heard. I went to Tony Robbins a couple weeks ago, and he talked about if you really want to win the battle at something, you don't go there and jump off your boats and go fight the battle. You burn your boats, knowing the only way you can get back is by taking their boats, right? Like you can't leave yourself a plan B if you're truly committed to success, because it's human nature to always take plan B because it's the easier route, right? Like I want to drop some pounds, but the cheesecake is so much easier, right? Right? Like I haven't stopped eyeballing Barb with this peanut M&Ms in front of her since they got tossed across the table. I don't know. That's plan B, Barb.
Plan B, not that plan B, Barb. Keep it strong.
No plan B. It's a great gift to you.
So my piece of insight in this is burn your fucking shit, son. Just get out there and do it. Like there's so many paths here that Ryan set up, that we've set up, that you guys can go straight to just exactly where you want to be and get it and be committed to it and do the work. Don't get discouraged. I mean, we're all going to get discouraged, but get past it quick. Change your state quick. and just keep moving forward down the path. So as always, what I say is Angela, our beautiful office manager up front, who's like 9.5 months pregnant, is always available to help. Jeannie, our managing broker, is always available to help. And I am always available here. There's always people here. We have a leadership team that consists of 7 people that are always here to just help. You know, no strings attached. Just if you have questions or need anything, reach out to anybody. If you need somebody to help hold you accountable, let me know, because that's what I'm good at. I'll burn your bridges for you. Cool?
Right on,
You
man.
guys got an awesome
Not
meeting ahead,
bridges.
so I'm going to step out, and Ryan's got a lot of cool stuff for you guys, so enjoy the meeting. Call night starts at 5 if anybody's sticking around for a call night. I think
We won't be done at 5.
We're gonna
yeah, I think I
we're
have
gonna
cash
break.
here.
Yeah, Mike's got money. I know there's guys that want to get on the phones. We're gonna cut at 5. I probably won't finish right at 5, so you can either jump on the phones or you can stay and finish for another 15
So anybody
minutes.
wants to
Whatever.
participate, I got $700 in cash here, just smaller bills, so my stacks were way too big when I was walking around. Or larger bills, I'm sorry. So if anybody's sticking around 5 o'clock, I'm gonna go over the rules and looking to give away a lot of cash tonight. So, all right, guys.
Thanks,
All right,
Mike.
thanks, Mike.
Johnny, quick intro, please.
Johnny Allo, I'm with Academy Mortgage.
Right on.
Hi.
Thanks, man.
Hi.
Thanks for being here. All right, let's do a combination. I know we did intros around the room, but let's do a combination success round and combination caught being awesome. So this would be like just go around the room real quick. If there's another agent on the team that has been like super helpful to you, or that's the caught being awesome thing. And then success round is just you know, what's good this week. It can be a win in business or with real estate, or it could be a personal win. You know, if you're trying a new diet or exercise routine or reading a great book or, you know, whatever. Let's we'll go around the room real quick and do a, like I said, kind of combination. You can do one or the other or both, but combination success or caught being awesome. Start with Suzanne. Go clockwise.
I did the Facebook class again, where I actually sat in to learn it again yesterday, and it was great. And there was a whole bunch of Conway people there, and I got a lot out of it, and so I was feeling successful about that.
Awesome. That was a good class.
I had a listing that didn't close on Friday, but we moved it to Ryan's or to Conway today. So that's good because I can remarket it again. Because in the past, my last few listings have sold in 5 or 7 days and I never get a chance to market them. So I sat with Ryan and he showed me what to do. So happy about that.
Cool. For me, it's just personal, man. We had Halloween. I love Halloween. My kids went out, and I got 10% of their gifts, so it's awesome.
10% of their
10%.
10% instead of 3, baby.
That's right.
Yeah, so I guess a good one for me was Saturday we did open house on Halloween and we had like 25 people come and actually we marketed, you know, them dressing up and it was pretty cool to see people walk through the door.
Were you guys
Yeah, it was.
Awesome.
Pretty much,
Under contract, you got under contract?
Oh, that's right. I got my listing in California under contract, so I'm licensed in California also.
Right on.
No cow, so cow.
SoCal.
It's all about.
No cow.
Right on. Thomas?
Man, successes took a listing from Realtor.com. Yesterday, a guy called me up and said he needed a list, so we listed it.
Awesome.
So,
Sweet.
Sweet. Sarah?
I'm here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm so excited for you getting back into the swing of things. You don't even know. I'm stoked for you. Welcome.
I started marketing to some renters and have a young couple that basically have no credit, but with the help of Johnny, we're on the track on getting them by in a year and getting them into the right place for this year. So,
Excellent.
Right on, man.
That's good. That's awesome.
From a rental lead, right?
Yep.
Super.
Work them.
Got some new clients this Saturday. We're going to go show them some homes. Another new clients last night, and I had some squatters on my listing.
Nice. Squatters.
Yeah, for like a day or so. Thank God I didn't do any damage, so it was just a mess.
Goodness, they're respectful
Just
squatters.
just looking for a little space.
Inspector was there to do the inspection, and they got 'em.
Oh my goodness.
My success joining the team this week so far. Our Lisa, our other Lisa.
Well, like I said earlier, I had to go out of state for a month, and so I feel like it's a success to be back here and help you get some stuff going.
Excellent, good job.
Sorry, I was talking.
Do I need to separate you two?
Maybe.
Sorry.
There's a lot to catch up on, since I wasn't invited to the party.
It wasn't our party, Barb, get over it.
It's all right. She didn't get invited to ice cream.
That's right. That's right. Yeah, where's my ice cream cake, by the way? I had an open house on Saturday, and I thought it was gonna be really bad because the Plano and MLS said it was beautiful, gorgeous, ready to move in. When I ever opened up the door, the place was a dump. And I almost thought I had the wrong address, but it wasn't. But needless to say, I turned it around. I had 8 people, not as many as I'd like, but at least I got some people. And I had 3 renters. They all lived in the same area, and they all want to get out of there and stay in the same area within the next 6 months to a year. So hopefully I'll
Right on.
Some leads out of it, good job, girl.
get those.
I'm in escrow, hopefully close quick. It's a cash deal. My Colorado guy is still around. I've been previewing homes for him over the weekend and a couple of them yesterday, a few more on his list. And he wants to make a decision by Friday, so that'll be a new contract.
Did
So that's
he get
good.
his property sold?
Yeah, his property is now sold. It got sold last week.
Oh,
So
the Colorado guy.
the Colorado guy,
Excellent.
Dwight, yeah.
That's all conversion right there.
Yeah,
Excellent.
and then I have another new gal as well that I'm showing property to. So, yeah.
Nice.
Good job, you. Dan the man?
Got 2 in escrow. One, I worked with the guy for about a year, get his finance ready. He finally got ready. And I picked up another client last night, which is the daughter of my first client. And we were looking around, stuff like that. So I will be bringing information to you guys on her, get over to you guys real quick. I got into Sky Slope finally, and like last weekend, I can't live without that now. It is an awesome program.
I haven't used it yet.
It is, as far as sending documents out to be signed, splitting documents, it is awesome. It really is. It's a great software. So if you haven't got in there, get into and use it.
Yes, John?
John, what's your win for the week?
Saturday I did open house in my neighborhood, and then as we went trick or treating with our son, one of the houses was people who came by, so they wanted to show off their house, and so got to talk to them some more for like half an hour while trick or treating. So it was a good time.
Excellent.
Cool. Good stuff, man.
Excellent.
I went to the gym every day this week.
Wow.
I haven't done that in a long time. That's my.
For you.
Hey,
We're
Jenny,
kind of piggybacking.
step up, Johnny.
These are the new open house signs that we got.
So yeah, so we have the open house, mega open house stuff approved by our management team.
Awesome.
We are getting the MAC approvals for the marketing, but 100 of those yellow, I think they're gonna be burnt orange actually, A-frame signs are gonna be ordered. We have 6 sales that are gonna be ordered and 2 pop-up tents that will be ordered. That way we can have one in the west, one in the east. As soon as we can bring a little bit of scope of like the results and how much is benefiting you guys, we're gonna do more. I mean, we'll.
So you're ready to flip burgers then?
Just gonna be flipping burgers.
Delegate.
You got the porta grill.
I can work it,
Or
bro.
some hot dogs. My success story is I did not make it to the gym at all this week. Just that. But I wanted to say to Steven, that's awesome. I mean, converting someone from who was ideally looking as a renter to potentially looking at their options as a buyer is a huge step. It's a way to build your pipeline. It's a way to stay consistent in your industry. In the big bank world, they talk about closing loans, and it's closing loans 120 days to 160 days out. You're gonna find some that close within that 1 month. You're gonna find some that's 3 months, 6 months, and then up to a year. And as you keep building your pipeline, you're gonna have that, we're gonna be doing 5, 6, 7, 8 deals a month because of doing stuff like that. So huge shout out. Also shout out to Helen for, one of the greatest compliments a customer can always say is, you'll make them happy by making you happy as an agent. And so that's what I had this week from a borrower. So it was a great compliment to the relationship and rapport she was able to build with that client. So
Thank you for mentioning that. Thank you.
Absolutely.
Is there anybody else standing out behind you, Johnny, or no? Just you?
Yeah, I got a couple of my buddies here, but no.
Just you? Jerry, what's your win for the week, buddy?
Win for the week. Got a couple of new clients from conversion. I got an investor this week, something I've been working on for a while ago, from like last year. Albert's helping me out with that one because they're investors from Mexico. And so yeah, I'm very excited about it. They have a lot of properties here in Phoenix, and
Jerry's got an $800,000 listing coming off of leads.
Off of conversion, came out of conversion, so that's fun. Then I have another one.
Is that the wrong number? Huh? Was that the wrong number?
No, yeah. Then I got another one from the wrong number. That was a month ago. Like I got a.
It doesn't even matter if the number is right or wrong.
I know. The whole thing is.
It was on conversion.
If it rings, just start talking to them about buying a house.
Conversion lead that I got, and they didn't answer, so I followed up with a text, and I said, told them what I was trying to do and help them out. And they text back, said, oh, you got the wrong number. I said, okay, I'm sorry. Well, if you ever have any real estate needs, I'll be more than happy to help you. Turns out that she's actually in the process of getting her credit restored because she's trying to buy a house. So I've been communicating with her. And,
Go way to turn that around, but that was awesome.
Yeah. Just spin it. Awesome, dude. Let's roll back to Johnny and Jeff for a minute. You guys have the floor for a few minutes if there's more to cover with the. I know you guys started to cover the open house stuff, but lots of leads flowing. I think it's your guys. You guys have the platform for a few minutes if you want to talk about process or procedure or how we're doing or what we can do better on our side. Just open forum here for a few minutes.
I mean, I haven't heard you guys on the phone. Hopefully tonight, if we do that, it'd be a great opportunity. I think some of the most successful agents I see that work internet lead gen, and I've covered this with a couple of you, is they really address the client as a customer service aspect in the beginning. It's very difficult to get a sale, from that first contact, but it's not difficult to find out what their objection is of why they can't do anything right now. And so having some of that scripting and knowing what to talk about, what's important to them. There's an old saying that they don't care how much you know until they know how much you care, about them. And so that screams volumes when you're dealing with clients. Because the biggest objection you're going to get when you call on some of these leads and when you ask them how you can help them, they're probably going to come back and say, you know what, I'm just looking. And that's the biggest objection you're going to get. The question is what do you know to say from there to get over, I'm just looking? I had a call the other day that I did showing an agent, and same thing, oh, I'm just looking. I was like, great, one of the things I just want to let you know is the site will send you out daily updates. I knew what he was looking for on the site. Looks like you're looking in Mesa somewhere around 250 to 400,000. Is that correct? So it's a dialogue, right? I'm asking questions. I wait for them to respond. And they say, yeah, I'm looking there. I was like, well, are you familiar with the area? Are you familiar with Chandler or Gilbert or Tempe? Yes or no? And then they can kind of dive into that. And then as I'm done with the conversation, I always throw out, so I know you're just looking, but if you end up finding that one house that you absolutely love, is there anything holding you back from being able to put an offer on it today? And I use the word today because it signifies that they're ready to make a movement in the decision today. And in that case, he said, you know what, there is. I was like, okay, well, what's that? He goes, well, we relocated here from Showroom. We've got the white elephant in our neighborhood, a 4,000 square foot home in Showroom. The market's not moving very well there as it is. Great. Have you listed it yet? No. Great opportunity for a listing agent now, right? So I found out what his objection was, found out what his time frame was, found out what was holding him back. And now I can actually set that scheduled time for that agent to make the introduction, talk to them about their house for sale. They may have even picked up, a listing themselves to be able to, give it out for as a referral for that area if they didn't want to handle it. But completely opened up the conversation where instead of being stuck at, I'm just looking, I now have my touch points of where I can go from there. So I think that's what we're excited about is kind of hearing, where people are at, what help they need. A lot of times this is new to most people, and sometimes it can be scary, picking up, you're thinking that they're not going to be happy, you calling them 800 times, but at the end, and Jeff's talked about this numerous times, they love it. They're very happy.
The client that you will end up closing will love it. You will appreciate it.
Maybe
They'll be busy that day. They'll be busy. I'm so glad you followed up with me because now, I can talk to you right now. And we also want to go over, if anyone does want to do any role playing on a sales call, we want to do some live calling conversion as well. We want to see how we can tape it as well. It's about getting strong. It's about repetitions on the phone. And
tell them about your background, Jeff, before Academy.
Before Academy, wow, back there?
Yeah.
APS?
No. Just calls on.
Oh, okay. Before Academy, I was at Quicken Loans, where we make $150 a day. Success was, and they come back and say, so, how did I do? Oh, you did 1.7%. I'm like, oh, I'm fired. No, you're the best salesperson on the team. 1.7 is great. These people are they're buying these leads and they're selling to 14 different lenders. And so your job is to get them on the phone, get them hooked, build rapport, find them a deal, make it happen. Like piggybacking what Johnny said, find out exactly what's holding them back.
Actively listening.
Actively listening, yeah.
A lot of it is being proactive too. You're actively listening to identify the next hurdle, the next touch point you're going to make on it. And call center at Quicken and in the loan world where they sell these leads to 14 different sources. We're not saying you have to make $150 a day. I will tell you, if you do, you're going to outproduce every one of your peers in this room. I will give you a 100% guarantee that will happen. But I'm not saying that it's needed. What I'm saying is that these leads are not sold to 14 different lead sources. They may be on websites, other websites similar, through, pay-per-click or Facebook or things like that. They may register, but there's statistics by MIT that talk about your contact rate. If you call that lead within 1 minute of it registering on the site, or 1 minute you get that lead, your contact rate increases like 88%. Okay, so these numbers out there, and just trying to throw out numbers just so you're like, wow, but you really should take them to heart. I mean, there are huge statistics. When they're on the site, your contact rate is ridiculous. So if you guys notice on there, I think it shows when someone's on the site looking at homes.
Yeah.
Those people, that should be your call back every single day. Those people, if you haven't talked to them, is to try and call them. That should be your first call, because those are the low-hanging fruit. So again, these are things that we would be excited to go over with you and work on it, because you guys are more than capable. I mean, you guys are providing tons of leads. It's just a matter of
We had
successes with you guys.
1,903 leads last month is what we ended up at. I project November will be 2,500 to 3,000 in November. And kind of piggybacking on what Johnny just said is a good place. So I'll go jump into my own agent dashboard. Like if you've got time to make, say you've only got time to make 20 calls today or 30 calls today, this is where you spend your time. Well, let me jump into somebody else's because I transfer all my leads to you guys. Let's jump into Helen's. Spend your time in activity stream. So this is everybody out of all of Helen's leads. This is how recently they've all been on her website. This one was on 44 minutes ago, 47 minutes ago, 3 hours ago. Spend your time on this screen and spend your time from your dashboard. Spend your time on this hottest leads tab. And
you know what? So anyone, think of it mentally. Why do you think that that's important? To call those
recent activity.
They're in the moment.
Yeah. They want to buy a house.
Are they cooking dinner? Are they at work?
They're on the website. They're on the website.
Possibly.
Yeah.
But more than likely, they're on their computer. They're on their phone. They're doing something, looking at something that's triggering. Hey, I'm here, right? So it's not. You'll still get people on cooking dinner. How the heck are you looking at home while you're cooking dinner?
If you're talented. Let me show you guys something real quick too. I don't recommend if you want to really poach a lead like that, if you want to really snipe a lead, okay, so look at, hopefully Helen doesn't mind, I'm using her as an example. All right, so this Catherine Shaw.
Catherine Shaw, she never gave those. She's always on now.
She's on your website right now. Right now, I don't recommend doing a browser-to-browser call because people X out and that freaks them out. But she could, if she wasn't on the website right now or whatever, she could type any message here. And actually, that's a bad example because she's on it now. Let's pick another one.
She's looked at 388 properties. She's never engaged one time.
That
I
she's still.
constantly send her stuff.
She's still.
So here's a trick.
Yeah.
Here's a trick that I would do with someone like this. I would pull out my cell phone and I would text them, and the only thing I'd put in there is, "Hi, Helen." Why?
Who's this?
Who's this?
All right, Johnny.
If they responded wrong number, guess what? You know that that number's and that information is bogus. But if they say, "Who's this?" you now know you have that person. Great, this is Helen from the Ryan Hightower team. I've noticed you've been searching our properties, getting a lot of information. What's the most important thing to you when identifying your home? And let them come back. It's a quick, little, easy engagement. Don't do it to too many too fast. I will tell you that agents, they have like blast text systems out there. They can't even respond fast enough because of the engagement they get from that little response.
That's what was happening to me before here. 1,000 texts a day going out. But let me show you guys something real quick. Piggybacking off of that. Let's say this lead, we don't have her name yet. Like it's just trying to, it's trying to decipher what her name is based on her email address. But let's say that this lead's name was Helen. Just like Johnny said, you could type "Hi Helen" in this box here, and then click send chat message and notify me of visit. So you could type like "Hi Helen," select that, and what it's going to do when that person jumps back on your website, it's going to send you a text message that Helen is on your website right now. It'll send you a text. So I don't recommend doing the browser to browser call, but that's a great thing. And I really don't even recommend, like, you have the ability to jump in there. You guys know, like, we have Chatty Agent on our website where that's live people interacting with your leads, and then it forwards the whole call, the whole dialogue to you. You have the ability to jump into that chat, but I wouldn't, because they tend to still keep chatting with Chatty Agent, and now there's 3 people and everybody's confused. But I would absolutely do that, tied with like what Johnny says. Like if you know they're on your website, they are on your website. Look, there's no better time to make a call, So
We did it today with an agent, and I think we sent out 20 text messages, and we got 8 back.
Awesome. Yeah, text or
just text, that same text I was talking about.
Text
This were all old leads, no contact, no emails, and they have drip campaigns that go out, but it's just a trick because they don't know who it is. They don't know your number, so the thing they're always going to respond back is, "Who's this?" Or they will say, "Wrong number." We got a few of those too. So
cool. Anything else, Jeff or Johnny? Or keep moving.
I mean, it's sales. It's a failure business. I mean, don't be afraid of failure.
Yeah. Right on.
It's not personal.
Suzanne, anything for us? No. Okay. A couple things I wanted to point out real quick, guys, is you guys have some help within the team. So like Lisa just joined our team, and we have things arranged in a way that, so like she's not TC for you guys or whatever, but if you guys are here and like you need some help or uploading to SkySlope or writing a contract or you got a question, like Lisa's here a lot and she's willing to help agents, like, again, if you guys need like a full transaction coordinator or whatever, that's between you and her to work out what, she charges a few $100s for that or whatever.
She's smart and stuff, so she can help if you need it.
Yep. And also, I would say 2 people on this team in particular, there may be more, but these are 2 that I'm aware of, are entirely listing focused. I know we have agents on this team that are like afraid of listing or don't want listings or kind of even turn away from listings a little bit. Like if you guys want to work something out with them, I'm okay with that. If you guys just want to do buyers, Lisa's a great lister. Chris Russell's a great lister. They're both entirely listing focused. Another thing, like Stephen Joy is here in the corner of the room. He works almost entirely Maricopa. I would bet money that everybody in this room doesn't want to go to Maricopa, and he loves working Maricopa. So just like kind of, you start to kind of spot everybody's like niche and expertise and leverage your teammates, get to know them and find out, how you guys can work together and help each other out. So I'm going to try my best here to finish at 5, but I want to talk just for a minute about mastery. Like I present a lot of, I'm a lead gen guy, and I present a lot of different lead options and stuff, but pick a couple of things that you're just going to be the freaking best at, whether it's mega open houses, Whether it's, I have some suggestions, but pick 2 or 3 things that you're just going to master the hell out of. It could be Facebook post. I'll show you a couple of things. Chris Russell had me, Chris had reached out to me and he said, hey, can you build me some of those links? Let's see. Well, we're going to keep moving along, but some custom links. He reached out to me, and so I built the links for him. He literally can just drop the link on Facebook and post with it, and I can do that for any of you guys. Anybody wanting to do like Facebook groups posting, mega open houses, great thing to master. We have our rentals to buyers lead source. We can go like almost as deep as you guys want to go with that. We're going to touch on that some more in a minute. Craigslist posting. I wanted to share with you guys. I wrote a book on Craigslist about 5 years ago, and I was on the Craigslist has seen its better day train with everybody else. Like, oh, you can't click on links anymore. It used to be a great strategy to click on a property link and take them to your website. That doesn't work anymore. Well, you guys know I do the conversion boot camp here once a month for agents come here and learn. And I used the conversion. My kids are here, sorry. Posting tool. And so, like I said, I haven't been posting Craigslist at all, really, but I did a demo for that class a few weeks ago. And I posted probably, I don't know, a few of you were here? Maybe I posted 3.
Something like that.
I got a rock solid hit on that over the weekend. Whoever in the company has the land listing in Greer. Did I do a screenshot of it? I did. This lady, I neither know land or Greer, so I referred it back to her. But this lady is ready to write an offer on this land sight unseen. She bought a plane ticket from Colorado to come down off of this Craigslist post that I was doing as a demonstration. And the whole thing made me think, like, holy crap, we should be, we should all be posting.
Was that immediate, Ryan, that you got that, or was it a few days later?
That was probably when we did the boot camp. That was probably 2 or 3 weeks ago.
Yeah, about 2 weeks ago.
And she's ready to write an offer on it. Like, not looking at any other. She's a ski instructor, and that Greer's up north, I think. But I wanted to show you guys real quick. So
part of it is
a couple of things here. So I'm in my own agent dash. Sorry guys, I'm trying my best to push through this. If you click on our listings, this will pull up all the company listings. I have a Craigslist account and I'm logged into it. Look, I could probably tell you right here when it was.
Because those pages get really deep on Craigslist.
Yeah. A few weeks ago. Okay, so I have a Craigslist account. I'm logged into it. If you click on our listings, it'll pull up company listings. So I'll show you that first. Like, this is a listing that Ann has under my name, 700,000, Lacendas, Mesa. Click on it. What would you like to do? Post to Craigslist. Boom. You only have to click. There's like 2 or 3 clicks you have to do. You have to click on Craigslist here. It selects that. It selects that. It selects that. You do have to select east or west. It auto-populates the ad. It drops the picture in. It drops the pin on the map. Boom. Like, you literally can throw a Craigslist ad up with the picture, with the built-in call to action, like in 30 seconds. There's the ad. You do have to click publish. And it's done. A Craigslist ad is live. I did like 3 or 4 of those a couple of weeks ago, trying to show a few agents in the room how to do it. And like, this lady's ready to write an offer. I'm like, holy crap, everybody in this room should be posting 10, 20 of those a day. So that's how you do it. that's how you would do it with company listings. But the thought occurred to me too. You know, a lot of you guys are working the rentals to buyers lead strategy. Those are people that have already given you permission to advertise. They've already given you permission to advertise their rental listing. Like, grab that MLS number, quick actions, post to Craigslist.
Oh, for the rentals too?
Hey, can you go grab my daughters out of the parking lot, please? They're standing next to my car. Can you just bring them in? Yeah.
Oh, you're here.
The quicker the better.
How do you know they're standing by your car?
Sorry. They Ubered down here. We're going to the basketball game.
No, but how did you know they were standing there right
They're
now?
texting me.
Texted you.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I'm like, what?
Sorry, guys.
Like the Suns game?
Sorry, guys.
No worries.
Thought they'd be a little bit in traffic. Okay, so quick actions. Post to Craigslist. Boom. Drop the MLS number in here. So this could be the MLS number to a rental that's already given you permission, or it could be the MLS number to any listing that you've got permission. Same thing. I mean, you could reach out to other agents. Hey, this is near my house. I think I can help you sell it. Could I have permission to advertise it? Boom. Drop your MLS number in there. Post to Craigslist. It'll do the same thing we just did. In a case like that, you have to go back into your Craigslist ad, click edit, and add, listing courtesy of Keller Williams or whatever. You do have to add that, but that blew me away on that. I wanted to make sure and talk about that because that was a slam dunk off of an example. I haven't even been intentional about posting Craigslist.
So now you were using just
company listings, yeah. Which there's about 40 on any given day. So again, back to what, figure out what will you master. Is it Facebook groups post, which I can, let's jump in the. I can build you guys some. Thanks, man. Come on in, girls.
Hi, girls.
I'll give you guys a quick intro. This is 3 of my $5. This is Cameron. I'm just gonna introduce these guys real quick. Cameron and Abby and Summer. It's 3 of my 5 daughters.
Abby.
Nice to meet you, Abby.
That's easy to know, Abby.
Hi, Summer. Nice to meet you.
So cute. Summer, how are you?
You guys wanna just hang out up front for 15 minutes or so?
Be done.
You guys got here quick.
There's some candy.
No, there's a big candy bowl.
Thank you.
Yeah, come on, girls.
Let Mama know you guys made it
Before
okay.
you give kids candy,
I don't think Brian cares.
They Ubered down here from 40th Street in Thunder Bay.
Did they
Yeah.
really?
Oh my gosh.
Gotta love it.
Everybody was holding their breath, but they made it. Okay, so that's safe. My point with this quickly is, first let's start with Google Images. So Barb wants to start doing first-time home buyer seminars, right? And she's like, can you make me a thing? So I built a squeeze page for it. I go to Google Images. Well, what do we do? First time. And find an image that you like. Click on images. Find an image that you like. And let's see, where's the one we used? And send it to me. Click on it. Send me the link. You say, hey, I liked this one right here. But the one we used for Barb was.
Oh, you just passed it, I think. Go back up. Right there.
Right here, right?
Yeah.
So Barb's like, I like this one. So I made her a clickable link that's what goes in the, literally it's just a link that she drops in the Facebook groups, and it was capturing some leads, You guys probably all saw the hashtag. I built one for myself and I posted it to 30 groups 2 times, and it captured 70 leads over the weekend. Did you guys see the one, big list of rent-to-own homes or whatever?
Yeah.
It captured 70 leads, posting it twice to a handful of groups. And so if you guys want me to build a link, find the image that you like and send it to me. Or we can, another thing I do is sketch it out and I give it to one of the design people, Fiverr or whatever, and we can, if you can't find one, but that could be for anything. That could be for a list of homes. That could be for foreclosures. That could be, I was going to show you guys real quick the ones I did for Chris Russell, who's not here tonight. He's probably writing contracts, but.
It's his birthday.
Oh, it is? Oh.
pull them down.
What should on the page, Ryan?
Here's one. There's one. So I built, if you click on that, boom, it takes you to Chris's home valuation page. How much is my house worth? He sent me like 5 different ones that he liked. Here's another one. Here's another one. Here's another one. And those that will never get approved as an ad. Like if you pay $1 a day or $5 a day or whatever, because it has too much text. Facebook wants for an ad to be only 20% or less text. But I can submit it as an ad, and then you have it. It'll literally give you the link up here, and that's the link you take and drop in the groups. And even though Facebook will kick the ad down, you can still use it to post with. And what's better than that is it'll also give you the analytics on it, so you can see which one's working better. That's something you don't have working from a regular Facebook personal profile. So again, back to mastery. What are you going to master? Are you going to master mega open houses, the rentals to buyers thing? I wanted to talk real quick about, so Barb and I went and got an ice cream the other night for her birthday. And we got down and got to talking a little bit, and just, how can it stayed, kind of reverted to all work, but it was good. And we were talking about, she's like, I'm this is great with the rental leads, but I'm kind of like running ragged a little bit. What do I do? And so we started talking it through. I'm like, why don't we build why don't we screen them? Like, why don't we build like a Google Forms where one of the questions, you ask them the key questions. And one of the key questions is like, would you rather, I don't know if I can put my hands on the link real quick, but one of the questions is, would you buy? If I could show you how to buy, would you? And so she sent my demo link out to some people last night, and 3 people filled it out, and 2 of them said, yes, I would buy. And I was like, holy crap. So I have support for that for you guys too. I think you guys saw the emails. Crystal will help you guys build those for free. She'll brand them for you if you want. But my intention with that is, like, if you're going to, I am fully convinced that was 17 of my personal deals last year, and we only did it for 4 months, just asking rental leads if they wanted to buy instead of rent. But think of how many more rental leads you could take on and shake through if you passed them all. And I would straight out tell them that. We build this simple form. I would straight out tell them that is the next step. Yes, I can help you. I'm happy to help you. Fill out this form and we'll get you scheduled. And then you know what to do with it. It gives it all to you in a spreadsheet or in an email. And you look at it and they're like, it asks them how their credit is. It asks them how their income and job is. It asks them about felonies and evictions and dangerous pets. And and the last question I asked them, would they have any interest in buying instead of renting? And 2 of her 3 said yes. And so then take that to to the lender. Take that to the lender and see what you can do with it. And so I think that's something that could help us with the rentals to buyers. We talked about the Craigslist post. So mastery for me is I give you guys some ideas for mastery, but for me, mastery is like agent relationships, figuring out ways I can support you guys better. How can I add value to you guys in any way? How can I keep getting our lead costs down and our number of overall leads up for you guys? I don't sell. I don't work any leads or any leads I generate with post or with ad spend or whatever is all routed to you guys. Larry's not here tonight. I did a quick check-in with Larry. He's like, if you guys need some encouragement or whatever, he is just working the leads that are coming in, and he is busy as hell. I mean,
he's showing a house tonight.
He's showing a house tonight. This text was a couple days ago. I screen captured it. I thought I'd throw it in here. Sweet. I've got showings tomorrow, Sunday, Monday, 3 different buyers all ready to go. Outstanding, huh? Cranking. It's nonstop. Thanks. Awesome.
And the one that just talks to everybody?
No, that's Patrick.
Oh, it's Patrick.
Patrick's
okay.
out right now.
Okay.
Patrick's writing an offer right now too. Got another guy coming on the team. Templeton's writing an offer right now. He was going to be here tonight, but he's writing an offer.
That's right. We were supposed to meet Patrick tonight. I just remembered.
So if you guys want me to build a link for you, if any of these marketing, like all I can do is like expose the vision to you guys, expose the opportunity to you guys, and then take the ones that speak to you. Like, hey, Barb's like off and running with the open houses and with the rental leads, and like John's probably John's really blowing up the rental leads, and I think that like if we can plug in the Google Forms thing, I know you built one last night. I think that'll really help you. Like, you could have a wider funnel up top. You could put a lot more people in the top of the funnel without stressing yourself out. And you could say, okay, I've got 70 rental leads and I've got 3 that really want to buy and can buy, and take those and not have to be messing around even with rentals any more than you want to. Like our intention with those guys was never to really, it's not about the rentals. It's about building a massive pipeline. And there's some now deals there, and there's a bunch of down the road deals there. So just messing around with the groups, I haven't had time to do the groups every day, but I wanted to see, I do coaching, I do webinars on this stuff. I did a webinar this morning. All of the training I do on conversion is available to you guys for free. I have this morning's recorded. If you guys want it, just reach out to me. But I get a lot of feedback like, oh, you've trained so many agents in this town, it doesn't work anymore. And I wanted to see if that was still true. Like I knew it worked to some extent. And like I say, I posted, I think it was 30 groups twice. And we got over 70 leads from, you guys saw me like passing out leads like crazy over the weekend there. And I wanted to talk about that real quick. Just, when that's happening, as a rule, leads are being, the leads we're buying are being routed. They're round robin. I've got everybody's areas dialed in pretty tight, east and west and so forth. So we're not really doing shared anymore. But like when I do something like that and it generates a lot of leads, I do take the new lead that's come to my agent thing and pass it out to 3 or 4 or 5 people. I don't know who's up. I don't know who's making calls. Sometimes I pass it to 5 people. It doesn't get called at all. But just take a swing at those. Like don't please, don't be upset that one got shared with multiple people or whatever. You'll say something that breaks through that somebody else doesn't break through, or they might prefer a man or a woman to work with on something. Just take a swing at it. And if you get dialogue going, reach out to me and I'll transfer it to you. And like in that case, what I did is I passed most of those around to multiple agents. And then when the smoke cleared, I just divvied them up. Okay, there's 70 leads. Let me transfer like 3 to each agent on the team, the best I could. So I just trying to get coverage on them. I'm not trying to like play favorites or whatever. Just my suggestion when I send you something like that, just take a swing at it. Call it, text it, email it. See if you break through. If you do, everything else is being routed to agents. I need to sit down tonight or tomorrow morning and set all our ads up for the month. You guys have noticed nothing's really been flowing in the last 24 or 48 hours. I just haven't had a chance to do it yet, but it'll flow smooth for the rest of the month. I want to talk real quick about unsubscribing a lead. I'm seeing quite a bit of agents like unsubscribe a lead over just they think we're being too aggressive or whatever. Let's if you guys have a situation that is like that you feel needs to be unsubscribed, or you just don't want to lead. It's a $50,000 condo, or it's out of area, whatever. You guys like don't make that judgment call anymore. Transfer those to me and I'll deal with it. Because I'm seeing a lot of like unsubscribes and they're not necessarily warranted. Like unsubscribe should be either the client, the lead unsubscribing themselves, clicking on unsubscribe, or them like flat out saying like, take me off your freaking list, not any interpretation of anything else. Like, oh, you guys sure email a lot. That's not an unsubscribe, or don't text me anymore. That's not an unsubscribe,
Right.
So sorry, I'm not looking at anybody in particular.
I didn't think that.
So we talk about Craigslist. I would encourage you guys to, throw 10 or 20 Craigslist ads on a day. I mean, you literally can throw one of these up in 30 seconds. Rental leads, I think with the Google Forms, I think we can all really crank up the number of leads and filter through them better. I may very soon, not in place yet, but I may just like get some help with asking for permission because I would like to really have the top of that funnel be huge. That seems to be a choke point right now is getting permission on listings.
Takes time.
One choke point that I removed is you guys don't need to get them to me in blocks of 25 anymore. Did everybody see my email?
Yes.
Send it straight to my guy. I've got them paid ahead. If you've got 2 or 3 or 5 or whatever, send it straight to my guy. Send them your password. Send them your login information for Postlets. Send them an MLS link to what you want them to put to your account, and he'll put them up for you. And he's paid ahead. He's keeping track of everything. Somebody dropped a quarter.
I know. I think we probably want to get that. I don't know.
We're gonna push expectations and commitment, both yours to your team and mine to you guys. And we're gonna talk about Google Drive and all the stuff we can do in Google Drive. We're gonna start doing some shared stuff in there, share our commitments in there, share an open house document in there. So I'm just gonna try to start finding some ways to plug in accountability for everybody. Like if your teammates know that, you know, you're the only one on the team not holding an open house, or they all know where, you know, where we're all gonna be that weekend or whatever. But we're gonna push both of those things to next week, expectations and Google Drive. And that's all I've got for you guys. Does anybody have any questions, comments, concerns? We're good? Right on, guys.
Brian, that Google form that you did for her, where does that go when you hit submit? Does that go to her conversion or?
So what in the Google Forms is new to me as of yesterday. I've been aware of it. I know what it does, but I've never got in there and played around with it. That one, I literally Googled Google Forms or build Google Form, and I didn't even have to watch the tutorial on it. Like I had that built in 60 seconds. My suggestion on it, I don't know if I passed it around to everybody, but Crystal, my friend Crystal, she's like a marketing girl, is a master at that, and she'll build it for you for free. To answer your question, it looks like it fed to like a spreadsheet, but I was looking further into it. Like there is a way for it to email you the response, which then if we do that, you can forward that email straight into conversion and it'll import the lead into conversion. So that's what I'd like to, but reach out to Crystal. If I didn't share, I can't remember if I just shared Crystal's information with Barb and John or with everybody, but reach out to Crystal. She'll build you one that's like pretty and branded to you that doesn't look all generic. It's free. Tell her what you want it to do. She's a good friend of mine and she's willing to offer help with that. She's a master at that amongst other things. And tell her that's what you want it to do. Tell her you want it to email it to you, or you want it however you want to be notified when a new one comes in or whatever. There's a couple of different ways to set it up.
Yeah, because it was going to your email or something, right?
Yeah, it looked like, so the one I built was tied to everything's like Google and Gmail. Let's see, Google Forms, which all that stuff is like tied to Google Drive too. Google Forms. So this is logged in as me, but you guys would want to each do your own. You wouldn't want one that's, so I'm in Google Forms. Mm-hmm. Here's the form that I built just to play around with, just to test. And like I said, like Barb sent my sample link out.
I didn't know.
People filled it in. Now one of the mistakes I made building the sample form is I didn't ask for any contact fields. No name, but she knew because she had like pet conversations with all of them. Yeah. Oh, this one had a husky and that one had a Chihuahua and the other one had a Doberman Pinscher.
I just remembered who had what.
So she knew.
Oh, that's this one. And
so this is the form that I built. It took me like 2 seconds. And then right now it dumps it into responses. So you click on responses and then view responses. The dashboard looks a little bit different and here it is. The first one was me. The first one was a test. Yep. But the other two, check this out. I mean, it dumped it straight into a spreadsheet. Cool. 60K a year, 70K a year, good credit, very good credit. One, I think one said yes and one said no.
One said yes, one said no.
If I could help you buy a home, would you? Was the last question of the Google form. One said yes and one said no. Like, in my opinion, like
50%.
Yeah,
like 10x the leads. Like, let's crank all of the rental leads up and pass them. This is mobile friendly. You could text that to them. You could take a phone call. You could email it to them. You could say, happy to help you with the rental. This is the next step. Fill this form out. We'll get you taken care of. Fill this form out and I'll call and tell you what the next step is. And then when you have their information back, you know exactly, oh, 2 evictions, a felony, and a pit bull. Let me just forward that email on to the,
That was him.
you know, let me just forward that one back to the listing agent that gave me permission to, you know, that gave me permission to advertise it. Oh, this one wants to buy, let me get that to the lender, you know? So that's all I've got for you guys. Any other comments, questions, concerns?
Excellent.
I just wanted to tell you or mention that when you do the Craigslist scenes, if you haven't been on there, there's like another step you have to do. Like this morning, I hadn't done one in a while. So when I was doing them this morning, you'll get an email saying, hey, you have another step to do. And you have to do that or your stuff will be published. But you don't have to do it on every one. It usually just asks you to do it once for the first one or the second one, and then it's clear sailing after that.
Yeah, I
But
think
don't skip that step.
Dean and I were doing that before the meeting, and I don't know if it has to do with regularity or if it has to do with whether you've phone verified your Craigslist account or not. But I do know that once you do it regularly, if you post Craigslist every day, it won't ask you to do that step anymore.
Yeah, I think it was because I hadn't done it in a couple of weeks.
Yeah.
So, but for new people who haven't done it at all.
Yeah. Just read the screens. It'll tell you, that last screen will tell you, check your email. There's a link you need to click on to activate it. There's a final step that's missing. But that's all I got for you guys. Thank you guys for being here. I appreciate you all. I'm honored to be working with you guys. Things are crazy busy. We're getting some momentum. We're really getting some momentum. Everybody's got stuff cooking now. Almost everybody's got something in escrow. I'm busy, but I'm trying to stay really available to you guys. If you need me, call me, text me, email me. We can do screen share stuff. I'm trying my best to be on the east side. I live over an hour from here. So sometimes it's over 2 hours from here. But I try my best to be here Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and I'm usually on the west side the rest of the week.
Do we need to get you a place to live out here?
I probably am going to get a little apartment over here just to
Gotta bribe them, you know?
Well, I mean, like the other
Don't you
night,
think it's
I
worth
was
it,
here till
though?
10 o'clock and I had to be back here at 6 o'clock the next morning.
I know.
Would have saved me.
Yeah.
But I'm returning calls the whole drive home and back
True.
too.
I
So.
mean, I know you're using your time wisely,
Yeah.
but it's also wear and tear on your car and your
Yeah.
body and
Yeah, we'll figure it out. I'm not too worried.
Do you need an agent for that?
Yeah, there's an app for that.
There's an app for that.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Thanks, guys. I appreciate you.
Thank you. Wait, don't shut that off yet. Show me how you got into the Google Forms thing. I emailed Crystal already.